Well, hello everybody, it's Mr. Lee David Carter here, and you just call me Lee for short. I wanted to talk about transgendering when it comes to the age of 40 plus, okay, and about breaking the cycle, should I say, of self-doubt when going through this process. You know, for someone like myself, I mean, when you get to your 40s or 50s and you're going through something like this, so I wanted to speak about some important issues. And what I have compounded over the years, and the coping mechanisms, the relationships, whether it be family, close ones, friends, whatever, networking, people in the networks or community and so forth. And when you've been living with gender dysphoria for so long, you can have, you can find it difficult, should I say, to live with, to let go of something that you've invested in for so long. When it comes to, sometimes it can be really difficult to kind of let go and how you can move forward, because it's not healthy, should I say, to sort of, what no longer serves you, should I say, to live in a much more happier life, and to sort of living your full potential, should I say, and being in tune with who you are, and being true to yourself, and being authentic with who you are. So, I wanted to talk about that to, for the majority out there that are kind of like frightened, should I say, of going through this when transgendering, and, what you have accumulated, such as family and friends, coming out, and what you value, should I say, going through a hard time, basically. After years of suffering, you also need to recognise and reflect back on all those years, because it eats away, depression, anxiety. Symptoms can be even suicidal, being afraid to come out to loved ones, family. You probably feel that people can sense, that you're dysphoric, you've got gender dysphoria. You isolate more relationships, so forth. There's no point in holding on to something of value if you are not exchanging your true self with who you are, and being happy and being healthy, mentally and emotionally, and so forth. Just all round healthy. So you cannot have relationships, should I say, whether it's a partner or whoever, if you're suffering with gender dysphoria and you cannot be true to yourself, be true to who you are. I know this from experience and hiding behind this false mask for years. What was compounded of interest, you have as a value you invested in, is truly valuable when weighing things up, and what I perceived as being dear to me and important to me, and important to anybody else that might be going through this. And so if it can be seen this way, that your loved ones, or even if you have children, it can be seen as important. But it has been likened to some kind of value because of not being true to yourself. But by being true to yourself and coming out, you have the opportunity to give back in value in solidifying these connections. Although you still have, still have the worry of losing loved ones and lose those connections. And I've heard some stories from people whereby, they've lost their parents, and I do have empathy, but not for everybody. But I do not see any point of robbing your loved ones of the opportunity of living the way, for them to see who you truly are. And which to me is very important, to break the cycle. So you need to consider what it is you're holding on to. When you've been, coping with this for the last 40 years, like I have, you just continue with it for the rest of your life. coping. So you need to question it. You know, what's been taken away from you? And in the most unhealthy way, gender dysphoria, you know, it's like a food. It could be a food addiction, alcohol addiction, other areas of your life, even shopping, gambling, other addictions, isolation, even avoidance, anxiety, which can also have an effect on relationships. In order to cover up gender dysphoria in a healthy way, to cope with gender dysphoria, you need to seek medical help and start talking to somebody and express how you feel. So it's not everybody that wants to transition regarding gender, but to explore who you are is an easier way of, should I say, coping than just putting it on the shelf. You need to explore every aspect of your life, coping, connections, family, in one side of everything you value, holding on to. Is it reassuring you or is it not? Is it helping you or is it not? Is it keeping you healthy or is it not? Keeping you healthy, you come to a realisation to let it go. So you question, what is really serving you? We sometimes compound things in our life that are not healthy for us. For example, a toxic relationship could be your parents. It could be that you're in a marriage and you don't want to walk away from it because you've been married for a long time. What you've compounded, maybe 10 to 20 years. Anything you need to start evaluating with what you have compounded. Is it helping you or is it not? So it's something to think about when breaking the cycle, when transgendering, what it is that you've compounded and what it is that's of value and what's important when it comes to your health. So I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to relate to the experiences that I've gone through in my life, what it is that I value. And it was something to think about when it comes to happiness and being true to who you are. So I'm going to sign off for now. Hope that's some food for thought to make you think when it comes to relationships and transgendering and the steps that you need to take in order to live a healthy, happy life. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for watching this video. Please come follow me on my journey. You can reach me at www.leedavidcarter.com and basically, press the subscribe button. Any comments, anything you want to do, I'd love to have feedback and answer any questions that you got. So bye for now. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.